Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Finding Joy. My name is Claire, and here in this channel, I talk about real life concerns and topics from a Christian perspective. And today we are going to talk about how to win a man's heart. So that is a question sent to me by one of my students. But before we dive into that, I hope you can pause and hit that subscribe button, ring the notification bell so that you won't miss any of my empowering videos. So I'll try to answer the question as best as I can. How can you win a man's heart? First, we have to understand the importance of creating a connection and establishing rapport. When it comes to winning somebody's heart, it's very important to first create a genuine connection. And how do we create a genuine connection? Think about it like this. What makes your heart skip a beat when you connect with someone? It's often the little things, right? Him looking at you, listening intently to what you're saying. That makes our hearts skip a beat. The feeling of being truly understood, that makes our heart melt. So, what is my first tip? So, tip number 1 is for you to be able to create a genuine connection, you have to listen to him. Be active in listening. Active listening is key to establishing rapport and genuine connection. So take the time to really listen to what he has to say. A lot of girls talk so much, right? I sometimes, most of the time, I talk too much. So I talk a lot, and sometimes, or most often than not, I try to, I catch myself talking a lot, and I have to control myself because I know that I have to give the other person his turn to talk. It's good for you to stop talking and give him time to speak, give him time to express himself, and show him that you are truly interested in what he has to say. Of course, you don't fake it. Okay? Don't fake it. Be genuinely interested in what he has to say. And show that through your body movements, through your actions. How can you show through your body movements that you are genuinely interested? Look at him intently. Look at him. Meet his gaze. Lean forward. No, don't lean on him. Don't lean on him. Lean forward. For example, you are having coffee at a coffee place. So there's a table between you. So lean on the table if you must. No? So don't lean backwards. If you're going to lean on your chair, that might make him think that you are bored, or that you are no longer interested in what he has to say, and he will stop talking. But if you lean forward and intently listen to him, nod your head, smile when you need to smile, and react appropriately, that would give him more courage to talk about himself. That would give him that would encourage him to express himself more, and when he sees that you are interested in him, he's going to be interested in you. I remember, I think it was in the book I think it was in the book How to Win Friends and Influence People, where I read that people are interested in people who are interested in him. That's human nature, right? So you want him to be interested in you, show interest in him, and he will be interested in you. That's human nature. So another tip, another thing that you have to do in order to win somebody's heart, in order to win the heart of, so another thing that you will have to do to win a guy's heart is to show your authentic self. So be authentic. Authenticity is very important, especially when you are just starting out. What do I mean by authentic? Be real, okay? Do not pretend to be someone you aren't. Do not pretend to like this show just because he likes it, okay? Do not pretend that this is your favorite when it's not. Don't be afraid to show your personality, the real you. You know, you are a very special person. You are a unique and special person. There is nobody like you on earth. And that makes you very special. So, don't be afraid to showcase your uniqueness. Because if you are going to just copy someone else, if you are just going to pretend to be somebody you're not, and this guy happened to like you, then he's not really into you. He's into somebody else. He's into the girl you made yourself out to be. And sooner or later, he will realize that it's not you. Sooner or later, he will find out that he has fallen for somebody who does not exist because you made that person up. It's not you. You copied somebody else. You copied another person here. You copied another person there. And your whole personality is a made-up personality just for him. So, don't be afraid to show who you really are. You are a special person, you are a beautiful person, and you are unique in all the world. And if he doesn't see that, then it's his loss, right? That just means that if he's seen the real you and he's not interested, then that just means that somebody else is for you. That just means that he's not the right guy for you. Don't forget to show your real self. That's very important. So my third tip is be supportive, be encouraging. Okay? So be his cheerleader. A lot of times we need someone who can support us, who will be willing to support us and to encourage us, especially during times when we are in dire need of support and encouragement, when we feel down and when we don't feel good about ourselves, or when we are disappointed with ourselves, or when we feel that we don't have the capability to do something. It's very important to have somebody who is very supportive and who can tell us that, you know, go for it because you can do it, etc. And if you can provide that support and encouragement to this person that you really like, or to your boyfriend, then that's a very big thing that you can do for him. Celebrate his success. If he has done something really special, especially if he's successful in doing something, especially if at first he wasn't really sure that he's going to be able to do it, but then he succeeded in doing it, then by all means, congratulate him and give him something. Treat him or buy him a bar of chocolate. Create a card for him, a congratulatory card. You can do this on Canva. You can, if you're good at drawing, you can get a pen and you can get your art supplies and draw something that's unique and something that's cute, something that will tell him that he's really special and that you're really happy for what he has achieved. So yeah, so if he has already fallen in love with you, I think that if he sees that you really spent your time and effort in creating this beautiful card for him, then I think that is going to fall even more in love with you. So the next is, you have to cultivate trust. You have to show that you are a trustworthy person. Do not go babbling around about the things that he has told you. So everything that he has told you, keep them in your heart. Keep them confidential. Okay? It's his story, not yours. Remember that. So if he wants to share that with other people, then it's his story to tell. It's not yours. So this is very important. It's really important for him to know that you can be trusted whether or not he told you that it's a secret. Also, be reliable. Okay, so keep your promises. If you say you're going to do this, then make it your priority to do it, because that will tell him that he can trust you, that he can rely on you. So I've just given you 3 things that you can do in order for you to win a man's heart. But actually, I think the better question is, how can I attract the right man? Right? I think this is a better question for girls. Of course, I know that the first question, how can I win a man's heart, is important for you at this stage of your life, and it was also important for me in a particular stage of my life. I think this is, I'm not saying that question was a bad question. I'm just saying that there's another more empowering question. This can empower you more. How can I attract the right guy? Okay. How can I attract the right man? Let the men worry about winning your heart. You worry about attracting the right man. Okay, so how can you attract the right man? I believe that if you make yourself the best woman that you can possibly become, you will end up attracting the right man. If you make yourself the person, the woman that God created you to be, that God planned you to become, you are going to end up attracting the right men, and then you can choose among them. Okay? So, what are you supposed to do? Develop yourself. Develop your totality. Develop your personality, your morality. Be the best person that you can possibly become. Morally, spiritually, intellectually, everything. So, God has given you everything that you need so that you can become the person that He planned for you to be. Okay? God has given you everything that you need so that you can become one day the person that He wants you to be. So your job right now is to develop yourself, develop your talents, develop everything about yourself. You can't say that, oh, I have no talent. You have. It's impossible that God left you empty. Okay, so that's totally impossible. You have talents. Perhaps it's just that you haven't discovered them. Or perhaps you look at talents as something like just playing the piano, singing, acting, etc. But, being able to make somebody smile is a talent. Being able to make people laugh is a talent. Being able to make people feel welcome every time they see you is a talent. So there are so many things that you are gifted with. You have talents. You just haven't discovered that you are talented in that way. Okay? And there are also other talents that you still have to discover that you're good at. Perhaps you just haven't explored. Like, for example, if you have never really painted, but then but then God gave you the talent to paint nicely, beautifully, amazingly. Okay, so sometimes we have just not discovered our talents. So it's very good to explore. Okay, so take time to explore other areas of interest. Sometimes we are interested in this area, but we never get the time to, or we never spend any time or any effort in exploring this area. So I encourage you to explore other areas where you may be talented, where you may be gifted. Because I'm telling you, most of the time, you think you don't have any capability. Most of the time, people think they don't have talents, but they have. So you have to explore that, and then you have to maximize that talent. You have to develop that talent. You have to read and read and read. Fill your mind with knowledge and wisdom. Pray and pray and pray. Ask the Lord's guidance. Ask the Lord's wisdom. Ask for the Lord's wisdom. So that, ask for the Lord's wisdom. Ask the Holy Spirit to fill you. Ask the Holy Spirit to fill you. Ask the Holy Spirit for the gifts. There are different gifts of the Holy Spirit. You have to use these gifts. So you really have to develop yourself physically, emotionally, psychologically, intellectually, mentally, etc. and become the person that God created you to be. And you will become very beautiful. I'm telling you, you're going to become very beautiful. People will be drawn towards you. If you have the Spirit of God within you, people will be drawn towards you, and you will attract the right men. The men who are just going to take you for granted, they're not going to be attracted to you. You are going to be the right men will be attracted to you if you are the total package of a woman of God. Okay? So I think that's the best thing you can do. To attract the right man, you have to develop yourself and become the best person that you can be, the best woman that you can be, so that one day you can become the best wife to your husband, the best mother to your children, and you are going to be God's gift to them. Okay? So, I think that's it for now. I want to thank you all for staying with me until the very end of this video, and I hope that you consider subscribing because I will be tackling so many other interesting topics in this channel, and I want you to be part of this. Okay, so thank you very much again, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.